What is going on, everybody? It's Nick, also known as BournGamer, and I'm bringing you a little bit of a change up to the gameplay. Initially, you may not recognize what is different, but for those of you with the very, very trained eye, you'll see I am playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood online, and I don't think I've ever posted a Brotherhood online video, which is kind of weird because I did, I guess my overall experience with Brotherhood was much better than it was with Revelations. Not that I have as big of complaints about Revelations as I did as, other people in the community have. Maybe that's just attributed to the fact that I don't play it nearly as often, especially, just quantity of hours. Like, that's just, it's not me to sit down and play any game like this, other than, I guess, Call of Duty back in the day for, like 10 days of gameplay. Like, I only have, 3 or so. Moving on. Figured I'd change this up. I had this gameplay on my hard drive, and I wasn't sure what to give you guys. I know I did a COD 4 video yesterday or 2 days ago. I'm not really too sure about it, and, I'm just going to kind of give a quick little rundown. I haven't really planned out the commentary, sequentially or chronologically, whatever you want to say. So I'm just going to kind of roll with the punches here and tell you guys what it is that I miss about Brotherhood and what it is that they did right in Revelations. And I know to some people it may be absolutely nothing, but to me, it's not as bad as some people may think. Now, one of the first things you're going to notice here is that the graphics really aren't that much different, and I decided to leave the sound in this video. It's going to still be kind of muted so you guys can hear my beautiful commentary voice. But I feel like in this game abilities aren't as prevalent in your kills and your deaths and all that stuff. They're a bit more frustrating, I feel like, because they seem to hinder you way more, especially when they do work, even though they're all hit or miss, which absolutely sucks. That's a big problem I'll get into later. But the abilities, overall they weren't as I hate to call them more balanced, because it's still probably the exact same amount of balance as there was in Revelations. However, I feel like people just tended to use more in this game. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. There's a bit more deaths, and that's attributed to the fact that there's no contested kills in Brotherhood. That was kind of an adjustment when I was playing this, because there's these times when I would be like, alright, I'm gonna stun him, don't get the kill, and they have this weird half animation where I'm not sure if it's lag or it's the programming of the game where the offense wins, but if you start to stun them a split second before they start to kill you, that sounds so horrible, like if they kill you, we are so numb in our society. Yeah, if they're starting to kill you a bit after, that'll override your stun, which is kind of weird. And there's also some little things I didn't realize that were as bad as they are. They're not very good. Let me just say this. The lock system is pretty much atrocious, and the stun system is it's very hard. I think my stun's probably doubled from Brotherhood to Revelations, and that's due in part to the fact that, there's so many smoke bombs so easy to use and fast cooldown and stuff. But it's also the fact that, like I said, there's no contested kills, so obviously those don't count as stuns in Revelations. But it does, give you that little edge. It does get you kind of in the mood and a bit more strategic when you're thinking about getting your kills. And here is just one of the things I wanted to tell you guys. I guess if you're locked on to somebody else and then you try and stun somebody who you're not locked on to, it doesn't work. I don't get it. I think that's what it was. I can't really explain how I can drop a mute next to 2 pursuers, and I'm sure I was mashing the B button like crazy trying to get that stun, and then it just didn't work out. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird. I kind of like the idea of having to lock onto the person. I did kind of take advantage of it. Do I get 2 here? I'm not sure I'm going to get here. Yeah, see, I think that was another situation where I was trying to lock a bit faster. And maybe in Revelations that would have been contested kill, but in Brotherhood that was by no means even my chance. That doesn't make sense. But you guys know what I mean. Something I wish that they would, just looking at this game, I do like that there's no contested kills, especially when I'm on offense, because sometimes you feel ripped off. I feel like people can mash the B button, or I guess in Assassin's Creed 3 it's going to be the X button for everything, which after hard thinking of that, or thinking that over more than 5 seconds, I think that's a benefit. It does cause players to be a bit more strategic. You can't just walk in the middle of a blend group and drop a smoke bomb and find your pursuer with the B button popping over the head. So, I think that was kind of cool. I'm really looking forward to how that's going to play out, and it's going to it's going to force me to use a little bit more skill. Although I think this match was actually pretty interesting. This is only the first half of it. I'm doing Manhunt here. Something also I wanted to go to is, if you'll notice, I'm playing as the Thief, which was my favorite character in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Um, the only reason I can give for that is because, even more so than in Revelations, I still believe that the female characters, or avatars, whatever you want to call them, look so similar to each other. Like, I mean, even if they're not as similar to like one another as you'd think, I feel like the male characters, like the Prowler and the Barber, and those guys, you cannot mistake them. Like, for like, there's no hesitation whatsoever. But if you throw a black hat on a Thief, and you hide in a little blend group, and there's other dark personas, as you could say, like, I mean, like them in the what is their name? The Smuggler. Like, I mean, they look pretty similar. In the Courtesan, like, all these people, they look. It's strategy, people. Like, this whole game, I cannot stress enough, it's all about visuals. Like, there's so much if you use your eyes, and it sounds like kind of ridiculous to think that like you can trick somebody by using a different character, but it's honestly true. Even if it's not the high level players, if you're ever playing against some low level players, it definitely is beneficial. And there, yep, I get a very skillful chase. I was just kind of playing this game for fun, so I don't expect too much skill coming from it. I think the score was, above average, if not anything, average or less than spectacular, but just enjoy it. You'll also notice that this map is from Revelations, or should I say Revelations took this map from Brotherhood, which is, kind of a good and bad thing. They're definitely in my top 3 maps in either game. However, come on, Ubisoft, let's get some creativity going here. And a nice little flank, and you, sir, are going to be so dead. And stab your face. Oh, another thing I liked about the Thief was I liked your animations. I feel like everybody in Brotherhood was very different from one another. I feel like in Revelations they all kind of blur together and there's nothing fun. But I did use the Thief. I did use the Smuggler. I thought they were quite interesting to watch stab people in the face. I wasn't the person using the Heliquin and putting them between my ass cheeks and stabbing them in the back. For those of you that understand that reference, go you. You're awesome. And if you may notice, I feel like Manhunt games and Brotherhood play, how should I say, way better than any Revelations Manhunt game I've ever played. It's got to be that there's no kill streaks for defense, which means, way less stun locking. Like, when you get stun locked in this game, it absolutely sucks because it's way easier, because I don't even think you need to drop an ability in this one. However, when you get in matches where people don't stun lock, it was really awesome. Manhunt had to be my favorite mode by far. It was the best for points, and I do wish that they kind of brought it back to its glory. I feel like it kind of fell off the wagon. I'm not sure if it was games like Assassinate bringing away all the hardcore players, or maybe it was deathmatch. I don't really know what it is. I feel like it kind of stressed teamwork more back in the day, back in the good old days of 2000 and what was it? 2010? Is that what this game? Jeez, this game is still practically new. That's the funny thing. This game fell off the map so quickly because of Revelations, and it kind of has that Call of Duty effect, except there's not that like split audience like Black Ops and Modern Warfare had. But if it did, that would be awesome. If any of you want to play Brotherhood, I might have some free time. Might get some Brotherhood going. Still gotta do some. I shouldn't say streaming, but I still gotta do some playing with the audience, playing with subscribers kind of days. That would be kind of fun for me. And oh god, I love these kills. I still believe that Brotherhood has the best animations for kills, even if some of them are reused in Revelations. They're a lot more fun. They're so much more unique, and I think the characters just had so much more. Not to repeat myself, the characters had personality. So. Another thing that I really liked about Brotherhood that I kind of wish they had brought back was this 750 silent kill streak. I think that was awesome. That was always my goal, was to get 5 kills. And since they had the no reverse detection meter, it started at incognito, and then you worked your way, down, which I thought was awesome, because then you could actually, like, if you haven't given yourself up yet, then you shouldn't be punished for it. Maybe get that hint, Assassin's Creed 3. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but if they could at least start you on silent, just Ubisoft, if any of you watch, just start us on silent. Just happy median. Everybody will be so happy. You can work to an incognito, but I shouldn't start as discreet if they haven't seen me yet. Just for God's sakes. As you can tell, I'm very, very hopeful of this Assassin's Creed 3 to get every Assassin's Creed 3 thing to get every single thing right that the previous games have not. So, that's not going to happen. But Hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. If you guys have any questions about Brotherhood, I know that Nauseous, sorry, Nauseous of the Bosses, guy from Subscriber Hub back in the day. Those of you who are familiar, he gave me a little shout out earlier, did a video about me. I literally just remember now, I do owe him that, but he did play a Assassin's Creed Brotherhood gameplay a little bit ago, and he was wondering, how is it that I don't get into all these roof runner situations, and people just play like complete retards? And the answer is I do, but I feel like my style of gameplay, if one person starts running on the roof, everybody starts running the roof. So you know what? You just you gotta just play how you want to play, and then everything else will fall into place. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this Assassin's Creed Brotherhood commentary. If you want to see more in the future, I still have a couple on my hard drive. I could flesh out a couple more characters, give you a little bit more insight, but that looks like it's gonna do it for me, everybody. Until next time, I'm Nick, and I'm out.